How about this, Marty? Can you hear me now? Hello, hello, hello. Uh, yeah, we'll see how good it is. I don't know. We'll see. Of course, I'm losing all my loot because I'm trying to figure stuff out. So I don't know if you watched the whole run or not, but that was a really, really, really bad run. uh, but yes, um, that is how you do a coffin run solo. Game sound. What do you mean by game sound, I wonder? Yeah, I can put game sound on it too. Like, I have everything off right now just to test it out and see. Yeah, using OBS. It was supposed to have. I was supposed to be able to show the chat in OBS too, so on my stream, but the link I used or whatnot isn't working right now. So, but I'll figure that out. All little things that you tweak, right? Like the fade in, fade out. I figured that out. Yeah, and then same with like the frame rates and everything too. I was looking at like, cause my um, upload speed wasn't very good, and so the website that this one guy used was saying that you should only do about 40. Well, it's a thousand bit frames per minute per thing. So if you do 8, then it's 8,000 or whatnot, right? I don't know if that makes sense or not, but um, it was slow. Bottom line is my speed was slow, so I had to turn it down a little. But oh well, what do you do? So I'm hoping it looks okay. To me, it seems like it's still a little choppy, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Of course, I'm gonna die here, but that's okay. But I'll try and do the run again, and I'll actually try to explain what I'm doing. It's actually pretty. At first, because I saw a video and saying that you could solo this, and at first I was like, okay, they're saying level 42 is pretty hard, but it's doable. And so I tried it at 44, and I was having a hard time. Like, it was bad. And so I got a little bit better gear just for mana wise. And then, oh yeah, yours is at 4,000. Yeah, mine's at 4,000. And so finally, I bought some gear and watched the video again. And he was showing me where all the safe points were, which was killer. I didn't know that. And so then finally, I just one day just was like, okay, I'm gonna try this out, and I'm using literally level 1 spells. That's all you do. You use level 1 spells until they get into the corner, and then once they get into the corner of this AOE area up on the wall, then you can use your bigger spells, which kills them a little bit faster. And then you just do a Mario jump back and forth, back and forth. And if you watched the stream that I did, it was terrible. Because I died the first time, But then the second time here, like, I screwed up so much. But, oh well. So, what I'll do is I'll run back and I'll try and do another run here. We'll see how well it goes. I think I'm gonna have to get a capture card. It'd be a lot easier, I think. Or at least it won't look as choppy. I don't know. To me, it still looks pretty choppy, but I'll record it and look over it and see, because there's a lot of things I have to fix through it, so. But yeah, so here's my gear. It's not very good at all. I have no trinkets whatsoever. Terrible. My rings are just terrible. This one I just bought for like 2 gold off the auction house. And then everything else is just mediocre. And so what I do is I make sure I have ice armor up and everything, and then dampen magic. Usually, yeah, I'm gonna have to just keep tweaking. Oh, totally. Keep tweaking it. And what I'm gonna do is I just do make sure I got my shields on. And then here we go. And the trick is to not let those melee guys hit you from behind. Because if they hit you from behind, then they will stun you. But here's the first safe spot right here. You need to hide right here, duck down, and then they all just go away. And then I just reapply my shields, mount up, and then the second safe spot is just actually right here. And then you just jump right into the middle of it. Sometimes you have to get underneath just to make them disappear. I reapply my shields. And then the big run is this one. And I just go straight to the boss. And before, when I was rested, I was getting over 1,000 XP per kill. Now I'm only 49. Like when I first started this, I was only like 3 bars in. So it gives you a lot of XP. And you can, because it's supposedly only supposed to take you 7 minutes to do, which it sort of does. The kill itself, overall the whole run through and everything, getting buffed up again and again, it takes about 20 minutes. Nah, about 15 minutes, give or take. But the kill part, this part is easy. And you just activate the boss once these guys go away again. I just put on my shields again, and then the next safe spot. Oh, I'm gonna wait for this pat to go away. Get my mana gems up. can you tell me how the sound is? How's the sound? Is it okay or no? And then you start the boss. The reason you start the boss is then all the zombies from the coffins, they go straight to the boss. Yeah, well, that's what I'm gonna try and do. We'll see. We'll see. I'll need a healer. Okay, good. The mic sounds good. Okay, that's good. See, they go away again. This time I'm actually going to eat though, because my health is pretty low. And then I'll grab the rest of these coffins. And then you do the big jump up top, and then it's really just a Mario thing. You just bounce back and forth, back and forth. Hopefully it's not too hard. Level 44 was, if without the right gear, like I was under 3k for mana, and that was harsh. I would say at least have at least 3k mana for it, but it is doable. It's just have some maybe mana pots on you, Marty. I need some mana pots, and then it's easy. The trick is you have to actually mount up here, because if you don't get up. It's just you just start jumping around, and you just jump up. And then I switch my to Mage armor, rebuff amplified magic, and then I just eat up, get the full mana, and then I'll use a shield, full mana again, and then I will AoE these guys with a level 1 rank spell. It's this is my big one here, and then my little one, and then then you just AoE it, and you can literally do it with just rank 1. It takes a little bit longer. You just have to jump back and forth because it uses so much mana, but it is very possible to do. Now I'm gonna actually start up the boss. Oops. I'm just gonna wand him, and then I just do level 1 right here, just to hit him, and then I jump. You can jump in front of him too, but I just jump behind him just to make him come to me. Here they come. And you see where they're going down and then back up? That's where you want to, that's called the sweet spot, I call it. And that's where you want to really get them down with your big one. But this is where the Mario jump is. The skeletons, these ones I don't even care about. They don't do nothing. It's those big guys you want. And so what I'll do now is I will slow them down and in the middle, and then I will do my big AoE, and you can see right there is the sweet spot because they go down and then they have to come back up. So that is where you do almost all of your damage because they get like triple the hit. And as you can see, some of them are almost dead already. So, and I didn't do, and that was just with level 1 spells. And I always try and do it earlier, because if you don't do it earlier, then sometimes they come and it'll hurt you. Again, I'll just do a level 1 there. And then the big one. And it starts banging them right now. Now, of course, I'm out of mana already. So I'll use my big mana gem. And then I'll get to jump again. Mario, evocate. Jump. And then I will do level 1 again. Just to slow them down, gather them up a little. And then the big spell. Mario jump. I tried to kill them not where they're going upwards, right about there, because you can't get the loot then. So everything you kill, you don't get no loot, which sucks. So, and I could use big spells right here too. It's not too bad, but I save them for the end side. The sweet spot, I like to call it. And here it is here. And this will kill almost all of them right now. And so I'm getting about 500, not quite 600 per kill. Before I rested, I was getting 600, up to 1,000 a kill. And there's, I don't know, about 20 guys, maybe a little bit more than that. And you get about, the greens, you don't get very many greens. The last run I had, I didn't have a single one. But if you get the greens, that's just a bonus. And you only get about 10 gold, give or take, with just here. And then you can sell all those troll stuff, which is what I do. I just sell it all. Of course, you can't, like again, you can't get some of those. You have to be on top. Sucks, but oh well. Fell. Yeah, dead mines would be okay too, just to do lobby stuff. Yeah. I want to do a one pull mage for Mara. At level 52, they're saying you can do it, and one pull mage for SM Cathedral. Now Cathedral might be a little bit harder because they can heal. Like these guys, they can't heal, and so that's the nice thing about them. And if you, for some reason, do get one of these witch doctors that come up on the top, these guys are all undead. So if they lay down their healing totem, it doesn't affect them because they're undead. So that's the nice thing about that. In fact, and of course I forgot these ones, but you can, if you take your time, you can actually loot these too. So I'll just go to the sweet spot. Mind you, I'm just gonna run out of here anyways. I find it if I die, it's a lot faster just to get through it. So that's what I'll do, and then I'll just redo another run. You could kill these scabs here for the quest and to give you another, it's about another bubble. But I'm not very good at it because I keep dying on it, so I don't do them. So I'll try one more anyways. Seeing if you were in here with me, Marty. Boy, we'd be getting some XP. I'm gonna have to start adding some music and stuff to it so it's not as boring. Even game sound. Game sound I don't think is... I didn't put it active, so I don't know if it would work or not either. That's okay. Isn't that the truth? Yeah. You should come on to event, and then this way I'll just mute this for now, and then we can actually have a conversation. I'll try it again here. Keep doing, maybe I'll edit everything out eventually and make a guide of what I have found and what I have seen and tried and done. And I tell you, level 44 was rough, trying to solo this. And then eventually, level 45, I was able to do it with, I had to buy the odd gear. And I had to respec because my spec was not for an AoE frost spec. It was still frost, but it wasn't for an AoE spec. So I didn't take like movement reduction or anything like that. And I could probably get away with not having shatter. But shatter increases the critical strike against frozen targets, and if you slow them down, well then they're getting frozen, right? So that's always a good one to have. So here we go. We'll do it one more time. Oh, actually, I forgot to reset it, didn't I? I'll reset it first. And the higher up levels, and it's easier to bypass all these mobs too. At level 44, I found that I was pulling everything and anything that was coming near me, and I didn't even have to be near them. Like literally, I could be pulling that guy right now, and this time it's not an issue. So I would always have to go and hide behind this, because if you didn't, I was dead, especially at level 44. And then I also would have to like dismount, hit X to kneel down so that these guys wouldn't see me. This guy here, Skull, would always see me. So then you actually have to sort of move around and go up and down and left and right and wait until they disappear. See, there he is there. So it was a real pain in the butt, not gonna lie. But once you're higher levels, then it's okay. See, there he is there again, staring at me. And then when you're mounting, sometimes if you don't get it right, like that, you're too close to the wall, you don't get it. And then the nice thing is that there's the second safe spot. It's just right around the corner, and then you just jump right into the middle. And the casters will sometimes still be able to shoot you. Otherwise, you're okay, you're safe. These totems sometimes hit you. If it's the lava one, I see like that. So then you just dismount and try and wand it down. And then I always make sure I got my shields up for this one, because this is where it's the long run. And I go right in the middle. After I'm just making sure these guys go away. And then you just go straight up the middle. You can go around. I go up and then I jump on top of this, and then I jump again. And you always, for these guys, I always want to make sure I'm strafing, because if you don't, they will hit you, and then if you get hit from behind again, you get dismounted. There is a spot right here where you can jump right up on top here, which I've used many times. And then you just go right over here, and there's actually two spots you can get into the safe spot. One is right here, and then you just wait, and T will evade. And then the other one is right up top, where I always like to go. And you always want to start the boss when you're doing this, so that the mobs will go straight to the boss and not you. And I just hide. And that would be a pat, but that's okay. I'll just wait for it. then I just use my bubbles again. Sometimes I loot these graves, sometimes not. They're not the greatest loot. It's garbage, but hey, everything counts, I guess, in the long run, so. Just get my mana up, and then I will AoE them down again. Hopefully, sometimes they bug out, and so then sometimes these guys don't come, or sometimes the forest top guys won't come. I don't know why that is, but it just doesn't always happen. So that's okay, I guess it happens. So what I do is I start the boss first again. Give him a good wand. I AoE these guys. Hopefully it hit them long enough. And then I jump up and over. And here they come now. Yeah, it didn't hit them long enough. You can see they're still standing there. Here comes some more. So I'll just wait for them. Don't want to wait too early. Oh boy. Here they come again. I gotta do the AoE level 1 rank. Just when you're doing the level 1 rank, just get them rounded up. Because if you don't round them up, you can be in a little bit of troubles like I am right now. But as long as you don't freak out, you just take your time. And then you just keep doing the Mario jumping. One after the other. And then I freeze them. And then once they do that, and then I do the sweet spot. Here they are now. And they are getting hit 2, 3 times, 4 times. And they will go down fast. And then I will jump. Oh, yeah, see, there's already one dead. The non-elite guys, they'll die fast. And so there's one right there who's a non-elite guy. In fact, he should die in the next run here. And what I do... Sweet spot. The only bad thing is because, like, again, this is so mana dependent, right? That's why a lot of people only use, and I've done it, where I've only used level 1 rank. Only. And yeah, it takes a little bit longer, I'm not gonna lie, it takes a lot longer, but it's more mana efficient, of course, because you're only using 272 mana compared to 700 and some, so... and you can still do it in the sweet spot and still hit them for 3 times usually, right? So look at those numbers just pop. I love it. So what I'll do is I'll do a big one here. And then I'll wait for the sweet spot again. The Mario jumping is really the thing you gotta work on, because if you don't do that jump, if you miss it, you fall down. And if you would have watched the very beginning when I started this stream, I screwed up big time. Like that first run I did, it was bad. Like I screwed up big time. Of course, I didn't die. Well, the very, very first time I did, and then I just resetted it, and then I did it again. But and these guys are almost dead here. I'm just gonna get them to come over here, so I can AoE them down over here, so I can actually loot them. Again, sometimes those loot, if they're on the hill, you don't get it. And that's it. There. Done. And that was a good, well, I don't know how many bars. Good 2 bars anyways. And that's how that run is done. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. Once you understand the whole concept of where all the safe spots are and your mana. Like I got 4k mana now, but before I only had less than 3k, and I would say start off with 3k mana because it helps. It helps your mana. Your mana really helps. Having health helps too, just so that if you do get hit for some stupid reason, then you're not going to die as fast. There was sometimes where I would just die instant because it's just you get hit and boom, 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 you're done. And then all the gold is mine. The odd stuff for greens, not very much, but that's okay. I can probably loot that chest or the graveyard. But I'm just gonna, actually, we'll do that. And then I'll just hearth. And if that guy comes to me, not a big deal, because I can just go behind the safe spot, which is literally right behind this vase. Here he comes now. And you just hide right behind it. And he goes away. No, I'll just sort of show you there. There he goes. So, that's it. And I'm just going to hearth, and then I'll do it one more time. I'm going to actually sell the stuff. See how much I get for selling almost all this stuff. So course, you can see all those mages going into it, so a lot of mages like to do it. In fact, there you go. Let's refresh. There's 13 people in Zul'Farrak, and only 2 of them are not mages. So that's telling you this is a mage farm area. And everybody's doing it. And I bet you only the ones that are grouped up are probably these lower Bs. Maybe the 60 priest is running somebody through. That's funny. It's good. And just so I can explain to tell you what's going on, I'm just doing another coffin run. And I'm bypassing using the safe spots to get through most of these mobs. Yeah, and it's just a coffin ZG run. Hopefully it goes okay. You want to strafe for these guys, because if they hit you from behind, they will knock you off your mount. And there is a safe spot right here. You can just jump right up. Or if you'd like, you can use this one up here, which is what I like to do. Just because it's no real preference. I do like to mark these guys though, so I know whereabouts they are. Easier to find later on, just in case they do come after me. And now what you want to do is you want to put all your buffs on for your shields anyways. You want to start the boss, because if you start the boss, then the mobs, when you open the graves, will go to the boss first. And then you're click all these graves, you can loot some of them, and then hide behind this vase here. Hide behind the vase, you're good. They will reset. It's just a matter of time. And then I reapply my shields again. And then I go for round 2. Whoops. Yeah. Just try that again in a minute. There we go. I'll eat now, actually, before I go back out there. That's not very fun to do. Not very. Here we go. Okay, we'll rebuff here again. Hit all these. I'm just going as fast as I can to hit them, freeze them, and jump up. This time I did get the far one, so sometimes I don't always get them. Sometimes I skip this one just because it's it's one mob, right? Not a big deal. And then what I will do is I will get these ones here, and I'll just wait for this pat to go by. Just put the shields up again. And there we go. Now we climb up his face, up to the top, and then what you want to do is jump to the side. And then what I do is I rebuff myself with Mage armor for my mana regen. I use amplified magic because none of them are actual casters. And then you get onto your mount, and you have to just jump up into the corner. Once you're up in the corner, then you can just go to the side of the corner. I like to mana up. I make sure I have all my mana gems because you will be using them more than once, if not once. I like to have mana pots also, just in case. Health pots are always good. You never know if you screw up or not. And then what I like to do is I will start it up after I'm at full mana. I'll just wand them, and then level 1 rank with level 1 blizzard. And I'll just let it hit them for a minute, just to make sure it does hit. And then I go behind him. And then I will come over here, and they should all be coming around the corner. And all I'm doing is level 1 rank spells just to group them up, hold them down together. Hopefully these other guys will come here. I don't know why those ones didn't, but I'll try and get them in a minute. And then the skeletons I'm not worried about. Don't have to worry about them, they'll just disappear. They don't do anything really. And then I'll just jump over, try and get these guys to come too. They're not coming for some reason. It's okay, sometimes they come, sometimes they won't. Hoping they'll come this time. Oh yeah, here they come now. So that's good. So now I can just group them up all together again. I'm going to try and grab those other far guys again too here. See if they'll come. Yeah, they good. They're coming now too, so I'll slow these guys down. I'm probably wasting a little bit more mana than I should have. I probably shouldn't have to done all that, but that's okay. I don't mind. I'm not too worried. I'm going to use a big AoE when they go up, because this is where they call it the sweet spot, because they go up and then they have to come back down and then back up. So this is what they call the sweet spot, and you can hit them for twice, 3 times as much damage because they're just sitting there. It's just when those other guys that don't get hit, they get through it a little bit faster. I am going to use a mana gem just to slow them down, get a little bit more mana here too, because there is a fair amount, a lot of guys. But as you can see, the non-elites are already dying now. They will continue to die. There we go. There's another one. And then I'll do the sweet spot right now. As you can see, I'm hitting some of them not, some of them yes. And I will continue just to AoE. This is, again, rank 1 spells. This is, unless I'm doing my big ones, and you can tell by the damage, they're different damage. But all I'm doing is I'm just slowing them down, rank 1 spells. I will do it again for rank 1s on the other side once I jump over. And I'm going to jump over now. The Mario jumping is probably the hardest part of this whole thing. If you screw up, you can always recover. You don't have to freak out. You can recover. That's not a big issue. Again, see, there's that sweet spot. And they're hitting 2-3 times here. That's exactly what you want. And then what I'll do is once they come in a little bit closer, sometimes I take my time, and then I'll just evocate. And I like to have the full evocate just to get 100% mana. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And then I jump over. And then what I'll do is I'll do the big spells. So here's level 1 again, and then big ones right here, because that will really kill them down right now. And then I'll do it again. One more time for good measures. Now they're getting a little too close. I don't like that, so I'm going to jump. If I were to fall down on this side when they're over here, that's okay, because it takes them, they have to go all the way back and then around. So if you're about to die on this side, just jump down. It's not a big deal, because the time they come and get you, they won't, because you can get back up the hill, go onto the ledge, and then you're fine. And this is where I hate, because I hate killing them on the hill, because if you kill them on the hill, you don't get the loot. Just FYI. See, there they are there. If they die over there, perfect. That's what you want. I'm running out of mana again, so I'll just do that. They should almost all die here. Yes. There they are. And there you go. That is a ZF solo mage run at level 49. And of course I'll do it again. I'll try and get these other guys just because I'm so close to leveling. So, and I'm getting about 500 per kill. And so fully rested I was getting about 1,000 per kill, give or take. Yeah, give or take. next run, I'll do one more run here, and what I'll do is I'll time it from front to beginning, just to show people how long it actually does take to do it, because it's not very long. To kill the guys, it only takes about 7 minutes, give or take. It's the run through and trying to hide from everything, right? But the actual killing the guys, even with the level 1 rank spells, it's only 7 minutes, really, give or take. And at first I was like, oh, because I was level 44 when I first did this, and level 1 rank spells, and I was like, what? And if you have about 3k mana, you're okay. You will have to do a little bit more jumping around back and forth, just to try and regen some of that mana back a little bit, just so you can get enough. But that's okay, because you just let them come, and then jump, and then you get them come, and then you jump. In fact, I'm going to try and get these guys here. And they are going to come good. The non-elite guy will be easy to kill. And I'll show you what I mean by jumping back and forth, because I do not have my evocate. And you almost need your evocate the whole time, or at least for these fights. So I'll do it in the sweet spot here first, just to slow them up, round them up. Hopefully they will all come, which they are. I only need what, 1 kill. So the 1 kill will should level me, so I might be able to blast them with a big kill, big hit here, big blizzard, which I'll do right here. And then I'll do the sweet spot. And I like to slow them right about here, because if you slow them down right about there, then you can get sort of set up for your big one, which is right there. And you just want it right on the side, because they always come down. I always had a hard time trying to figure out whereabouts it was, but it's right there. Now, because there's not this many guys, I could probably frost cone them, frost bolt them, and not have to worry too much about it. If they break free, then I'll be a little bit more worried, but hit them down a little bit. And I will use this. See there, I screwed up there big time. But again, I fell down. It's okay, because they're still not even going to come close to me. I just run up, jump over. I'll see where they are. They're not even close to me. But what I will do is I'll just wait till they get over a little bit, and then I will line myself up, jump over, and restart again. So level 1, blizzard, which should kill some of them right there, most of them. And then I'll do it again over here, and this should kill them all here, actually. And fire blast for the win. Oh, got some blues. Awesome. Rare drop there. Nice level 39 stuff. Priest. be it for my runs. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this.